guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So for today's video, we are just going to sit back, relax, and we are going to have a really big talk in my chit chat. Get ready with me. I'm going to show you guys how I did this entire makeup look, and I'm just going to kind of open up to you guys about some struggles that I'm having right now. So grab a snack, it's a long one, and yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Done a chit chat get ready with me in such a long time. I'm kind of nervous about this one because I have things I want to talk about that are not necessarily the most positive conversation, but I just need to talk about it. So I honestly don't even know where to begin, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I think I don't even know how to start this. So I saw that Teresa posted on her channel that she was going to have a couple changes in her YouTube channel because right now the beauty community really is not thriving. Like, it generally is really not thriving. And like, the YouTube is cracking down like on cursing and stuff like that, which is whatever. Like, I do curse in my daily life, but if I have to take it out of here, I will. But when I saw her talking about videos, she wants to introduce other topics and other things into her channel to kind of spice it up. I was like resonating with that so much because I don't know if you guys notice, but there has definitely been a huge decline in the beauty space here on YouTube, at least on YouTube. I feel like on TikTok and on like Instagram Reels and stuff, it is thriving. But like on YouTube, I just feel like, I don't know. I just don't know if anyone is really even interested in beauty anymore. And I love makeup with such a passion. It's a huge, huge passion of mine. It's why I started my YouTube channel. But if I'm going to be really real with you guys, over the last year, I have noticed a steady decline on my channel, at least in particular my channel, when it comes to beauty. I don't know if you guys are just simply not interested in what I review anymore, if I'm boring, if you guys don't like my content. That could really be it, because I look at all of my other fellow content creators and oh my God, they are thriving, and I'm so freaking happy with them. For them, they're growing, they're making money, they're doing review after review after review, and I'm over here, I lose subscribers on a daily basis. So right now, I literally just lost 30 subscribers this morning for whatever reason. I don't know. If you look at my views from last year to this year, they have gone down tremendously. And so I honestly can't help to think that, well, maybe it's me. Like, if like I look at my peers and they're thriving like there's no tomorrow, then obviously I'm the issue. And, you know, as much as I love doing this job, at the end of the day, this is my job. And if I'm going to be completely real with you guys, I'm not making what I used to. I am making barely enough to survive. And I mean, like, by a threshold in my surviving. There are some months, guys, where I have to forfeit paying bills and just stack it up, or hope that I get a sponsorship or affiliate pays come through so that I can make sure those bills are paid. And it's just been getting really tough. You know, everything has gone up. Expenses are so gone up. And, you know, it wouldn't be so bad if Corey wasn't paying for school, but he is paying for school. And I can't keep relying on my husband to pretty much be the sole provider in this household. It is so embarrassing, like, for me. Like, I want to be able to contribute more. I don't want to rely on anyone. My parents raised me well to pretty much never rely on a man to take care of you, and that has been how I've been my whole life. Like, I've always been so self-sufficient. And as of this past year, all of 2021 all of 2022 going into 2023, I've pretty much had to rely on my husband to sustain life. And there's a very, very, very real possibility that in September, we're going to have to move out of this complex because they are doing mass remodels in this complex right now. And they're making everybody move out, and they're remodeling their apartment, and then they're charging like 3 or 4 times than what they were actually paying. So we were lucky that we didn't have to do that this year, but I'm pretty sure come next year, we're going to have to move out, or we're going to have to pay like $1,000 more, which is just so unrealistic. So I know what we're going to end up having to do. And I want to move out anyway because I want to be able to rent a home or something so I can have a backyard for my dogs. Well, I know that I don't know how, I can't help but feel like we won't qualify because of me. You know, I get paid once a month on YouTube, and this is like such a stigma. Like, no one ever talks about YouTube. Everybody just sees YouTube and says, oh my God, these influencers make so much money. They're so rich. You know what? That is the case for so many people, but that is not the case for me. I make literally I make literally less than what I made as a surfer at Disney now. And it's really scaring me, and it makes me feel like I made the worst decision in my life by not going back. And it's going to make me emotional talking about it because I just feel so embarrassed and I feel like such a failure. And I have been actively looking for jobs. Once again, I talked about this back in October, but the reason why I stopped looking during the holidays is because I didn't want a job that I got hired at to just be a seasonal job. I actually genuinely wanted to be something that I can work part-time and still do YouTube, because it's a huge passion of mine. And with, the way this economy is going right now, I have to go get a job, and I don't mind. I don't mind having to get a job. Part of me actually wants to, because doing this job over the last year, and maybe just because, my channel is just not where I want it to be, or I am really falling behind all of my other peers. My other peers are just soaring tremendously. And don't get me wrong, I am so happy for them. I don't want anyone to think that I'm jealous in any way, shape, or form. No, because this platform is big enough for everybody in the entire world. But when you see all your fellow peers soaring, you're like, obviously I'm doing something wrong. And a good video would be considered getting 10% engagement, right? So I have 40,000 subscribers. So essentially, for it to be considered 10%, I'm supposed to be getting 4,000 views per video. For it to be a really good video in YouTube's eyes, for them to want to push your video out more in the algorithm. And I don't. I'm lucky if I get 1,500 views. So to me, I'm sitting here thinking, obviously it's me. It's me. Like, obviously I'm someone that people don't want to watch anymore. And you know what? That is okay. I know I'll never be everybody's cup of tea, but it definitely is really scary, because at the end of the day, this is my job, and it's just not it's just not doing well anymore. And it just really breaks my heart, because I love this job with such a passion. It's been my favorite job in the entire world, but holy crap, has it completely messed with my mental health. I feel like I am not good enough. I mean, I've told you guys that so much in my life, but I truly feel like I am not good enough. And it's just really messing with my mental health. And there are days where I just really want to take a break, but I know financially I can't take a break. I can't step away. So there's been days, guys, where I've had to come on here and smile and laugh. Even on the inside, I am crying because I am struggling, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do. So I know that I'm going to get a job, and I've been applying hardcore, and it just makes me feel like such a failure, because YouTube will no longer be my job. It would just be a passion of mine that I will continue to do, but I won't be here 4 or 5 times a week anymore. I don't know how much I'll be here for. And I've tried switching up the content to try to branch out, because at the end of the day, I know that the beauty community is definitely struggling right now. It is. And I think it's because we're going into a massive recession. People just don't really give a crap about makeup. And I get it. That's why I said I want to start focusing more on drugstore makeup, more affordable makeup, more makeup that I'm using in my own collection, instead of going out here and buying all these new releases. I tried switching it up to do like, okay, well, let me show my love for books. And oh my God, does that do so horrible. It does so horrible on my channel. Like, I'm lucky if I get 500 views. I love sharing my book content, but when your video does that poor, YouTube will not push out your next video. Because in their mind, they're like, your content sucks. We're not going to bother pushing out your next content to any of your other viewers. So it's why you guys might get less notifications. So I try branching out. It's obviously not working out. And then I'm like, okay, well, let me show my love for video games. And I'm going to keep streaming, because I love streaming. Whether people want to watch it or not, I don't really care. I love streaming. And it doesn't take away from me posting like makeup reviews and stuff like that. But I am trying everything I can to, make this platform as good as I can. And I just feel like such a failure. I feel like I'm such a failure. I'll never take away from the good stuff that has happened on this channel, but it's just not where I want it to be. And you know what? It is what it is. Maybe I have to accept the fact that I don't know, guys. I'm so lost right now. I am so lost. I'm going to go in with my P. Louise base right here, because we're going to use one of the Odin Eye palettes. I said I was going to use this for you guys in a video since I didn't get to do a standalone review, but I just feel so lost. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about my channel. I don't know what to do about life. I don't know. I've never been wanted to have regrets in my life. You know, I feel like everything happens for a reason, but like I'm so scared, like by me saying no to Disney last year, that what if I just made the biggest mistake in my life by saying no? Okay, so I'm going to take this palette right here. We're going to go into this shade. Unfortunately, I don't know the shade names because I already put them in this palette, but you guys can use code Allie to save you guys 10% off at Odin Eyes. These are the single shadows and they are already available for purchase. And I will say I absolutely love them. I'm just so sorry I didn't get to do a standalone review for you guys. But yeah, I wanted to talk about this because I've gotten so many DMs and comments and saying that I'm such an inspiration and you guys started a channel because of me, and I feel like the imposter syndrome because I'm over here going, oh, I'm struggling. I am struggling, and you guys are saying that you started a channel because of me, and I'm like, don't look up at me for inspiration. Look at like Heather Austin or Morgan Turner or Teresa's Dead or Angelina Neekfist. Like, look at them for inspiration because they are flourishing. They're doing so good on YouTube, and I'm so excited for them. Don't look at me because I feel like I am not someone to be looking up to right now. I am struggling to get by, and I just don't feel like I'm worth any inspiration. And yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go into this shade right here. I don't even know if I should really be talking about this, honestly, because I've seen some of you guys say that you come for my positive reviews, but I'm human, and I just want to talk to my friends and just say that I'm struggling. And I think it's like what's even worse is that this is a very, very, very lonely job. I don't think people realize how lonely YouTube can really be. You know, Corey's gone 3 to 4 days out of the week because he works, and then when he's home, he's in school, and I'm here by myself for 13 to 14 hours. It gets extremely, extremely lonely doing this job, and I miss talking to people. I miss going out, and I miss like having people to talk to during the day and having fun serving stories for you guys. And I want to go back into serving because I know that I'll just get stuck there, and I don't want to get stuck there, but I don't know. I'm going to go into this shade right here, and I just feel like I'm talking in circles because I'm trying to figure out my own emotions, but I would just say this is a very lonely job, and it's really messed with my mental health over the last couple months, and I just feel like I'm not good enough. And I know they'll always tell you never compare yourself to other people, but I'll tell you what, it is extremely hard to not compare yourself to other people, especially when you're like, okay, I'm not where I should be, or when the YouTube studio says your videos are performing horribly, you're like, I know, like I don't know. I don't even know if you guys are going to see this video at this point because I feel like I'm just running around in circles at this point. But all I'm trying to say is that I just feel like a failure, and I am looking for another job. I don't know what's going to happen with my channel in the future. I don't know how often I'm going to be here anymore because I need to take care of my family. I need to take care of me, and I love this, and this will never not be a passion of mine, but it won't be able to be a full-time passion of mine anymore because I can't financially do this anymore. It's just way too difficult. I could try to do more drugstore stuff, which is a lot easier, but I have to think about myself, and I have to think about, you know, what's going to happen when we have to move, and just getting us into a better financial place until Corey graduates this summer, and I don't know. So yeah, that's kind of just where I'm at. It's hard. YouTube is just really hard right now, and I love this job more than anything, but it's just scary because like the beauty community is not where it used to be, and I just realized that like I have to, you know, keep evolving my content, and I don't want to just do makeup. I want to do video games, and I want to do books, and I want to show you guys the other side of me, but I'm going to obviously keep, you know, doing makeup content. That's never going to change. It's going to be a main priority for me, but it's hard right now. It's very hard right now. At least on my channel it is. I'm sure on other people's channels probably doing amazing, but for me, it's just a struggle, and I just feel like people are not really into makeup right now, and I get it because the world is just not where it once was. We're in a massive recession right now, I feel like, and things are so expensive. I mean, God, eggs are so expensive, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to do the best that I can, try the best that I can, and I'm going to be here as much as I can. I don't want you guys to think I'm just going to up and quit, because I'm not. But I got to make sure that, like, I take care of us. So I've been job hunting every single day, and I just feel like such a failure because I tried to jump off that. I jumped off that cliff. I took a risk by saying no to Disney and wanted to pursue my dream full time, and it's just not working out, and I just feel like such a failure. So Anyway, I don't want to make this video depressing by any means. Like, I just really don't. I think it doesn't help, and this just kind of going back to like not feeling good enough, is there are a lot of beauty brands out there that truly, truly make you feel like you are not worthy. Like, I am not kidding. It has messed with my mental health so much in the year of 2022. There's so many brands that I have loved and looked up to that literally make you feel like you don't matter because of your following size. And it truly is it's so detrimental. And I'll never say these brands' names ever. I'll never say them. And has it really like kind of mess with my head, because at the end of the day, these brands, all they see is your following size. They don't see like your engagement or the love that you share, that the content creator and the supporters share with each other. They don't see any of that. And there has been so many brands that I love that literally pretty much non-verbally say, well, you're just not good enough. You know what I mean? And it just really sucks. It just really, really sucks. I don't think people realize that, like, how hard it could be in the beauty community. Like, I thought this was going to be such a fun community at times. And there have been times, guys, where I just want to just not work with, like, majority of these. There's been just times, guys, where I just want to say, I don't want to work with any brand, because most brands just make you feel like you're not good enough because of your following size. And it's just so freaking, it's just so shitty. It's just so crappy. It's such a crappy feeling. And, I think it also put me like in that negative headspace towards the beauty community, because like trying to interact with brands, I mean, when I've gotten emails saying, oh my God, we'd love to work with you, we want you to do a dedicated video, we want you to do like an inclusion, whatever it is, I send them my rates, they laugh and go, no, someone your size, no. Like, come, it's just, it sucks. I'll tell you what, it sucks. But I will say there's definitely some amazing gems in the beauty community as well. There's some brands that have treated me so beautifully, so kindly, and I never would have expected that treatment from the brand because they are so big. But there's also a lot of brands out there that pretty much, if you don't have a big following behind you, you don't matter. And that's something I really want to stress to you guys trying to go into this beauty field. If you are, you have to know your worth. You have to know your worth. There's going to be brands out there who are going to take advantage of you because they want to send you product, and of course you're going to get excited. You're going to say yes, and you're going to say, I will do, you know, XYZ in exchange for a product, because you want to be seen by that brand. Believe me, I've been there so many times in my life. I've done it. But your work and time has value. You're creating content for them that they're going to turn around and use for ads and marketing and whatnot to sell that product. They're using you for it, and you don't need to be used. You need to be paid for your work, and there's gonna be a lot of brands out there that take advantage of that. So if you want to go into this, remember, you have value. I don't care if you have 1 follower or 1,000,000 followers. You deserve to be paid for your time, because at the end of the day, you were giving them free advertisement, and that's all they want. They just want to make money off of you without actually paying you for the work that you're doing. So please, please, please know your value, if I can stress that so much. But there's so many brands out there that just feel because I have 40,000 followers, I'm not valuable enough. And it just is really crappy. And I just feel like that's also like messing with my head, and I don't know. I just haven't really been okay mentally in a hot minute, and I've always just wanted to just take like a week off, but I know that I can't. So I'm just going to be pushing through. I'm going to show up for you guys every day the same way you guys would show up for me, because at the end of the day, if I was working a regular 9-to-5 job right now, it's not like I could take off. So I'm just pushing through, but I just want everybody to know that this job isn't the easiest. Like, trust me, this is the easiest job I've ever had in terms of like so many things out there, but it's also like not the easiest either, because it's just, it's a struggle. Honestly, guys, I don't really know how this video is going to go. I just kind of was ranting all over the place, but I just needed to kind of just say it. I'm going to go in with these 2 primers right here. These are my absolute favorite primers. You guys know that. But I just kind of needed to say how I was feeling, because it just feels so good just to talk about it. I don't think people talk about the negative side of YouTube at all. People just talk about the positive, and they show off all their lavish stuff. And I'm like, that's amazing. I'm not there. And I feel so bad because so many people send me like their GoFundMes or ask me to help them financially. And I'm like, believe me, if I could, I would. I was like, guys, I want to give back as much as I can, but I am struggling just to get by myself. And I just want to be in a better position. Like, my goal for 2023 on my channel was to hit 50,000 subscribers and to make enough money to financially take care of me and Corey and be in an okay spot where I can do this job full time and then be able to give more back to you guys. Like, that is a huge, huge goal of mine. So we'll see what happens. I'm not going to take this huge, like setback like, I'm not gonna just take this huge step back and let it get me down. I'm going to keep fighting, and I'm gonna keep doing makeup content, and I'm gonna focus more maybe on drugstore because it's just hard financially right now. I'm gonna go in, by the way, with these two Ofra Cosmetics foundations. These are the Absolute Cover Foundation. I'm mixing the shade 1 and 2. I haven't used them in a hot minute, and I'm trying to actually go through my makeup this time. If you guys haven't seen, I did a massive declutter on my channel, and I want to actually start utilizing the makeup that I have instead of just buying all this new makeup, because then I feel like I'm just letting this just go to waste, and I don't want to do that. So we're just going to go ahead and mix these two together. I'm also using my Ofra Cosmetics, where'd it go? Little sponge. They were actually very sweet. They recently saw my makeup release video, and in that video I showed how horrible my sponge was. They saw it and they were so sweet. So they sent me a couple new sponges, and they're like, I think it's time that you switched out your perfect perfecting sponge. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. Like, how embarrassing that you guys saw me with that nasty ass sponge that I've been using since July. But they were very, very, very sweet. So they sent me a new one. So the whole point of me, I guess, ranting was, one, to get that off my chest. I just need to get that off my chest and just be real with you guys, because it is a huge struggle right now. But then two, just to say that, like, you know, for those who are here, I am extremely grateful. Don't think I'm not. Please know how grateful I am that you guys are here. And then three, to say that I'm going to keep trying to show up as much as I can and create as much amazing content as I can. And if you guys don't like my content, that's okay. I know it's not gonna be for everybody, but I will be focusing a lot more on drugstore this year, more affordable makeup, more going through my own makeup, like shop my stashes, chit chat, get ready with me, Q&As. And I'm also going to show stuff that I love, like video games. I love showing you guys my video game content. I love streaming. It's a lot of fun. It's where you guys can sit back, relax, and like interact with each other. And it really is amazing. Like, I love getting to chat with you guys, and it's just been the best time playing The Last of Us. And I feel like it's really cool because, like, while I'm playing, you guys will be talking to each other, and I'm like, that's exactly what I want. You guys are forming a community. You guys are talking and, like, not even engaging with me, which I don't mind because I see you guys talking to each other. And then after I get done streaming, you guys head over to Alex's board stream and you guys continue your conversations, and that's what I want to see. Like, the world is already so hard enough as it is, and to see you guys bonding together is just, like, everything to me, and I'm just extremely grateful for that. So this video is going to be all over the place. I understand now why Robbie Christie, whenever she does these videos, she ends up deleting it because it just doesn't make sense and it's just all over the place. And that's just kind of like what's happening with me. I feel just lost. Lost, and I am struggling, and I'm just wanting to talk to my friends about it for the most part. Just want to talk to you guys and be like, listen, I'm struggling. And I want people to see the real side of YouTube. It's not always this glitz and glams as much as people want it to be. It's not, and that's okay. And I just wanted to, I guess, share that with you guys. And I will say that earlier when I said that there are some beauty brands out there who have treated me with the utmost respect, I will say one of them is Ofra Cosmetics. It's why such a ride or die for Ofra Cosmetics, because they've been one of the very few brands that I've interacted with that have genuinely cared about the person and not the numbers behind the person. And that is so rare to see, because there's so many brands out there that just only care about the numbers behind the person and not the actual person themselves. And Ofra Cosmetics was one of the very few brands, big brands too, that have treated me with utmost respect, have treated Paige with utmost respect, had been so kind, so generous, so giving, with no questions asked. And I freaking get like emotional when I talk about them, because they really have been one of the few brands that have treated me so well and have been so kind and so communicative and really are very, very, very thoughtful. And I just don't think people give Ofra Cosmetics enough chances and enough credit. You know, I get that they had that situation years ago. Every brand deserves a second chance. Now, there's some brands out there that just flat out don't care and don't acknowledge anything. But Ofra was one of those few brands that did. They made the changes, and they're the sweetest, and they care about their customers. And I don't know, I really value that brand. I really value like Blend Bunny Cosmetics and Bling Brushes and Glamlight and Lunar Beauty. Like, there's definitely brands out there that I really do value, and Ofra Cosmetics is absolutely one of them. They're the absolute sweetest. You guys know how much I love them, and I just wish people would give them more of a chance because they really are such a great, great, great brand. We have the foundation now. Now I'm going to use one of their newest concealers. This is the Perfect Cover Concealer right here. I have the shade Fair Ivory and Fair Porcelain. Let's see. The Fair Porcelain is going to look like so right there. And then we have the Fair Ivory. It's going to look like this. I think I might want to go in with the Fair Ivory. Now, if you guys did not know, Ofra Cosmetics just recently released these concealers right here. And I am very, 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 very excited to say that this portion right here, this video is actually sponsored by Ofra Cosmetics. And everything else I talk about them, it's not sponsored. It's just me wanting to share my love and appreciation because they generally have one of the few brands who made me feel seen and maybe feel worthy regardless of my follower size, and I will never ever ever take that away from them. So I'm very excited to say that a portion of today's video is sponsored because Ofra was so kind enough. They saw me talk about the concealers, asked if I wanted to partner together, talk about it more, and I was like, absolutely. I have been loving their concealers. Now these right here, they actually do retail for $22. There are going to be 14 shades in their concealer line. These are full coverage, they're hydrating, they have amazing skincare benefits, they're blendable, they're long lasting, and they're also creaseless. So we're going to go in the shade Fair Ivory. I'm going to apply it today underneath my eyes. I have been using this every single day since they did send this my way. So I'm going to apply this right here. You guys can definitely see how amazing and full coverage this is. And I think what's still really, really cool, and I've talked about this several times, is that when I got to go down to the Ofra laboratory, to their facility, I got to actually see how they create products, and I got to go to where they create like their foundations and all that type of stuff, and you can actually see them add skincare benefits to their products. Like you can see them formulating the skincare to make it so that it works with your skin. It adds skincare benefits to it. It makes it very, very healthy product. And to see it being made is truly incredible. Like it gave me such a new appreciation for a makeup product because seeing it from like a concept all the way to creation was so freaking cool. I really love the experience. I actually did film it. If you guys want to see, I'll link the video down below. Me and Paige got to go there, but they really do care about their products and making sure that whenever you do wear a complexion product or just any product in general, you are going to be getting amazing skincare benefits as well. And they really do put a lot of thought and effort. The team is so family friendly. I remember when I was there, actually, I was talking with Shayna and Ashley and a few of the girls, and I was like, wow, because like you could tell that they were so tight-knit in the community. They were so tight-knit in the office. They were like showing us pictures, all the pranks they do, and it just felt like the show The Office with like Dwight and Michael and Jim. It felt like that with the way they just really do love each other. And like I actually see them like going out all the time together. They hang out together, and you could just tell it's a very like family-oriented office, and I really did love that. I love the vibe. They were so sweet, and they really do love the products. They were so knowledgeable. They taught us so much, and it was just really cool. And it's really cool to know that the people that I've worked with actually help create products themselves. And I was like, how cool is this? They actually create products themselves. And I just really enjoyed the experience, and I really do love their products, and I have been using them nonstop. I think my favorite product now, it always has been their truffle gloss. Like, believe me, I love the truffle gloss. But I think my favorite product right now, currently from them, is their mascara. I still can't get over how good their mascara is. It's been my absolute favorite mascara. I really can't get enough, and I just recently discovered the mascara too. Okay, so now that that's laid down, we're gonna go into the Jaclyn Cosmetics. We're going to go into their under eye palette, and I'm going to just stamp it right here. I know some of you guys asked me if I bought those palettes or the individual shades. I did not. But I'm going to just go ahead and stamp this right here. You guys see how beautiful this is? It's such a beautiful, flawless concealer. Full coverage. It's going to last you guys all day. It is definitely creaseless. 14 shades. It retails for $22. And the best part is, guys, you guys can use code Allie, which will save you guys 20% off your purchase when purchasing anything over at Ofra Cosmetics. And they do amazing sales and like mystery boxes all the time. So thank you so much to Ofra Cosmetics for sponsoring a portion of today's video. You guys know how much I really do love and appreciate you guys. So moving on to the rest of the face, I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the contour wand right here. I'm going to use this first before I apply my face with setting powder. I actually really do like this product, but I will say, man, they barely like give you anything in terms of like a product, you know? They like barely give you anything. But I'm trying to be like a TikTok person and use this. So anyway, as I was saying earlier, now I kind of forgot what I was saying. But anyway, the whole point of this video, guys, was just to kind of open up and just be honest with you guys, because I just want you guys to know that as much as I love doing this job, there's definitely some like hard times to it too. And I just want to be able to share that with my friends and just say, hey, I am struggling right now. And you guys, I am struggling right now, and I just want to talk to you guys about it just because you guys are my friends and I need an outlet, and I just want to be able to be open and honest and real. And I hate when people are just so like, everything's perfect, everything's amazing, because I'm like, no, it's not. Right now, it is not. And I just want to be real with you guys about it because I am definitely struggling, and all I know is that I'm going to not give up. Like I just saw in Galaxy Quest the other day, never give up, never surrender. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep fighting for my channel, even though my channel is not wanting to fight for me right now. But we're going to keep fighting for her because I really do love what I do. And I would hate to see that just not work out in the end. So just know you guys are going to see some changes coming up. Obviously, when I do get a job, I won't be able to make this my full focus attention like I used to. But I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that I give this channel still as much love that it deserves, because I really do love this, and hopefully you guys love it too. I'm going to go in with actually my Nakia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Finishing Powder and my Kimchi Finishing Powder and mix that today. You guys can use code Allie to save you guys 15% off at Nakia Joy Cosmetics. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys, just to let you guys know, like, hey, I'm right here with you guys struggling. I don't want you guys to think that like everything's perfect on my end, because it's not. It just is. It's a struggle, and I hate that, like, I feel like I made a big mistake, and I never been one to, like, really make me, like, feel, like, regrets in life. I mean, of course you have some regrets, right? But, like, I don't know. I took pride in saying no and you know, focusing on this full time, and I hate that I feel like I made a big mistake, and I don't even know if I can go back at this point. I think my job has kind of moved on, and, you know, that's the case, but I would also know that if I went back, it would just really mess with my head, because there are just some things there that I just don't really feel like facing anymore. Some people there I just don't really care to see. And I also know that if I go back, I would just get stuck in that world. And I don't want to go back. I don't. But I just want to move forward with my life. In whatever way, whatever shape that is. I just want to move forward. Okay, so for bronzer, we're going to go in for the Marc Jacob Omega bronzer right here. I still really do love this bronzer, even though they no longer make this anymore. I really do freaking love it. So I'm just going to push this right here. I feel like this video is going to be so long. I am so sorry. I just never really sit down and like chat with you guys about what's life. So that's currently what's going on in my life. And then another thing that's going on is, you know, Jace. You guys know that Jace has been kind of up and down and whatnot. And I have another appointment for him, I think at the end of this month or in the coming weeks or so. And now he's on this different medication, but he threw up again, and thank God it was only one time he threw up, so maybe it's just that one time. But I would just say, like, it's just, he shouldn't be throwing up at all on this medication, and he did, so that's a little scary, because I don't really know why he threw up, but hopefully it was just a one-time thing. But, like, dealing with that, too, is also really stressful. I'm going to go in with my favorite blush ever, the Patrick Ta. She's Passionate Blush. I am in love with this blush. So freaking good. So I'm dealing with that. Corey's back in school. I am actively looking for a job every single day. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Indeed. I'm on Glassdoor. I'm on so many different places every single day, looking and applying, and I also just feel like I don't qualify for a lot of stuff because, and I don't say this meanly in any way, shape, or form, but I feel like some of these companies are just seeing that I was just a server for 11 years. Like, I have a degree, but I decided to be a server with that degree. And so I feel like that's also hindering me because I don't have maybe some experience that they're looking for. And that's also like, man, that sucks because I did it to myself. I just being a server. There's nothing wrong being a server. You can make amazing money being a server, but I feel like I just kind of like hurt myself when applying. So yeah, for highlighter, we're going to the Milk and Cookies highlighter. I love this highlighter from Ofra. It's one of my favorites. And we're just going to lightly place this right here. And then I probably will throw on some lashes after this. Like, look at how pretty that highlight is. It's so freaking pretty. Okay, so I'm going to quickly just throw on some lashes off camera, and then I'll be back to finish off my face. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, some of the lashes are barely hanging on. For some reason, they just don't want to stay today. I don't know why. we're going to finish off the look. I did go in the ColourPop I did go in the ColourPop white liner, and then I just used my Ofra Cosmetics Milk and Cookie highlighter for the inner corner and brow bone. But we're going to go with my lip combo, which is the Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is the Bourbon lip liner. You guys know this is my favorite lip liner in the entire world. And then I'm going to use the Lunar Beauty. This is the Zaya Liquid Lip. You guys know how much I love this combo. Okay, and then we're going to top it off with the Perfection Liquid Lip from Lunar Beauty as well. We're going to dab that right here in the center. We're just going to go like this. And then we're going to tap it out with my finger. This is how I get my perfect lip combo, just like so. Creates such a beautiful, beautiful lip color. Then for gloss, we're going in with the Ofra Cosmetics. This is the Truffle Lip Gloss. My favorite lip gloss from them ever. It is so pretty. Look how pretty this is when you apply. Ready? Yes. It has just enough of like a bronzy tone to it, a little bit of gold reflex. It just blends so perfectly on top of this lip color. It smells like watermelon, so high shine, so freaking gorgeous. I either use this or I use the Lunar Beauty Celine, or I use the Lunar Beauty Starlight lip gloss. Those are two glosses that I use on top of this lip combo because it is my favorite. And that is it. So let me go ahead and zoom you guys out and I'll be right on back. All right, guys, and this is the final look. So I have to say, I absolutely am obsessed with these little single shadows from Odin's Eye. They are so, so good. They're available to purchase if you guys want to. It's like 42 different colors you guys get to choose from. I am really loving how this turned out. I think it's really, really pretty. And normally I don't just do like an all shimmer eye, but I think it like definitely worked out in my favor. So yeah, guys, sorry that this video was kind of all over the place and kind of on like the negative, ranty atmosphere. I just wanted to get it off my chest because I've been holding on to it for a hot minute, and it feels good to say out loud. And I know it's just kind of like all over the place, but it's how I'm feeling. I just feel incredibly lost. I feel like I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get back on track with my channel. I don't know how to make this a full-time job anymore. I don't know, you know, and I look at my fellow content creators and I see them thriving, and that makes me so happy because like I know how hard it is, and I just really hope that one day that can be me too. And until then, I'm gonna do what I have to do. I'm gonna get a job, and I'm not gonna just give up on this channel. I'm gonna still be here, but it might just have to be a passion project for a while before it can become a full-time job again. And obviously I'll keep you guys up to date, and I'm so sorry if it's just sad and negative. It's my life, and I don't always want to be so yay, because at the end of the day, like, I am human and I do have emotions, and I rather you guys see the real, the raw, and the vulnerable than you guys just always seeing someone's like, hey, because that's just not life. And a lot of people portray perfection on YouTube, and I'm not one of them. I show you guys the truth always. So this is my truth, and I'm struggling, and I don't know what to do, and I'm really sad about my channel and just life in general right now, but hopefully things will work out in my favor in the end. And you know, I know I'm posting on this on Friday the 13th, and I always say Friday the 13th has been very lucky for me and my family, so I'll just say, like, I'm so lucky everything works out for me. I'm just gonna throw that out there. So yeah, I'll make sure I link everything that I wore on my face down below. Thank you so much to Ofra Cosmetics for portioning a portion of today's video. You guys have no idea truly how much it means to me. And honestly, to anyone who clicked on this video and who's been here and who may be believing and maybe leaving with really supportive, sweet comments, thank you guys so much. It's hard for me to really open up just because I am admitting to me that I'm a failure. Like, I feel like I'm a failure and a letdown to not only myself, but to you guys and to Corey. And yeah, it's a really hard conversation, and it's why I keep not looking at the camera, because it's just to admit that, like, you think that you're failing or that you made a mistake by not going back, and I don't know. I'm not even looking at the camera as I say it. Yeah, it's hard for me. So now that it's out, we're gonna think positive, and I'm hoping for the best, and that's all I can do. So with that said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I really felt like I needed to be had, and I don't know how to end this video now, but anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys like this video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 4 to 5 times a week, potentially. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's Ofra Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to all these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe. Either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Bye!